Can you hear us, Danny?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Ah, here you are. Are you very well?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. It's nice to have you on. I mean, I know I just spoke to you on phone, like, but we got there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, everyone that's wondering, this is Danny. Danny's going to come on, tell us a little story. Well, she's not going to tell us a little story. We're just gonna get some things cleared up that I've been addressing on YouTube that have concerned me. Um, Everybody's saying morning, Danny.
Morning.
Um, So yeah, there's a few things that concern me on YouTube, and I wanted to and people are trying to say it's old news and stuff like that, but I've never come across it before. So you'll hear it from the horse's mouth now, because she's here, aren't you, Danny?
Yep.
So these voice clips, Danny, do you know these voice clips we've all been hearing?
Yeah.
So are they old? How old are they?
Uh, about a year, less than a year.
Less than a year old,
Yeah.
right? That's right. Because people were telling us they were 4 and 5 years old, and that they're not, are they? That's not the
No.
case, is it?
No.
No. And we've heard the voice clips are quite threatening, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
How has it affected you? That are you okay?
Well, when it happened, when he did it, the police took him. He was saying something about me deleting them. I've not deleted any. I've still got them all on my phone. The only reason the police allowed him is because I put back to him, which you will see on the actual voice notes on the message underneath. It says "Stop talking wet." Because I messaged that, it showed that I wasn't scared of him.
Yeah.
And didn't believe that he'd do it. But even after all that, the police removed me from my property where I was living before and moved me back into a different area because of the voice note. So now I'm in an area. I've been here 8 months, 9 months. So that's when it all kicked off again.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's what we're going to do here, guys. Right? We're not going to talk about anything that's not out there, because I don't want Danny and myself being dragged into anything. So in terms of what we're going to do, we'll speak about these voice notes, because that's what's there, guys. That's what you've all seen. Do you know what I mean? So it's fact. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to speak about facts. So there's more voice notes appeared. That seems to be Ash asking you to pretend that you're friends and stuff, and he's not actually that bad of a lad. Is that true?
Yeah, he kept messaging me. Obviously, I work stupid hours.
Yeah.
And I was at work when he was messaging me, just stick up for me, do me a favour, stick up for me. It's all out there on YouTube. They're all trying to finger me. And obviously my reply was, I'm not getting involved in it. You shouldn't have done what you'd done, and it wouldn't have come out.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching a live last night, and he was in there, and I couldn't fucking comment because I had you coming on today, and I didn't want to get involved in an argument or make things sour, for you coming on.
Yeah.
And last night, I'll tell you now, last night you were saying it was your fault. I saw that firsthand, and he was saying you've ruined his life and stuff. That's not the case, is it?
He's ruined mine and the kids' life. The kids don't even go downstairs at night because they're scared that he's going to come through the door.
Yeah. It's not right, is it?
No.
And people are calling him the people's champ. What do you reckon to that?
He's not a champ. Far from it. Even his kids don't even think he's a champ.
No, it's not a champ, is he? He's a chump, innit? That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
So how has it affected your life after, obviously there's stuff going on behind it. There was stuff going on. There's more stuff than that, but
yeah,
like more. I said, I don't want to, I don't want you, comment on stuff that's not out there. And I know it's true because I only speak to you to know you're not lying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I won't want to drag you down any holes and stuff. But how has it affected your life at home?
Really bad. It took me a long time to, obviously, when I separated with him.
So you've got Jaden with you, haven't you?
Yeah.
Can I just bring Jaden in a minute? Is that all right? All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You all right, mate?
How are you, Jaden? You all right, pal?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. So you're now with Danny, aren't you? And you're both happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. She deserves it. You both do. But do you know what was it like when you first got with her? She said she struggled with confidence with fellas and that because of what's gone on.
She was really timid.
Yeah.
It was to the point where if she'd like accidentally bumped into me or something like that, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm like, well, what you're apologising for? You haven't hurt me."
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah,
she'll be like, oh, it's the way my exes were treating me and all that, and like, she just seems so broken down.
And,
it's
and
like,
I wish, you know.
Well, she's back on her feet now. She tends to, like, you know, be a normal self, but it's nice to see her happy and not scared and things like that. Yeah,
that's great. That's what you need, isn't it?
It is.
So you've obviously done right by her. That's what she needs. So go back to, if we go back to the more recent weeks, months. I mean, without going into detail, have you been getting any grief?
A couple of months ago, yeah. There was ringing me at stupid o'clock in the morning to speak to the children, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, any kid's going to be awake at that time.
Yeah.
It's always happened like this. So they'll go quiet for a couple of months, then they'll bite back up at me. But then I was fine with them. I says, because he asked to see the children, and I said, right, well, ring in the morning when the kids are awake, and you can see them on FaceTime. Because I don't want to be horrible and stop them from seeing them, because at the end of the day, the kids do need to see a part of the dad. But when he's like this, it's not a good idea. So I need to protect him. So I allowed it to see him on FaceTime. And then I met up with him on a Sunday at McDonald's, because I knew we was in a built-up area with loads of people. Jaden came along, and it was fine. And then we agreed to do it again, but we met at a pub instead.
Right.
And he was sniffing inside the pub, so I stopped it. We went home. And then he turned up at my property a couple of weeks ago. We let him in to have 5 minutes with him, and he went in my kitchen on live on YouTube, and he'd sooner be on YouTube than have that 10 minutes with his kids. Right. So obviously I wasn't happy about that. Then he was actually sniffing in the kitchen, so we went, and he's not had contact since.
Yeah. Right. So you don't see the kids now. I mean, we won't dive too deep into that, because that's between you and him, innit? But it's just what I wanted to address was, like I said, I've seen people calling him people's champ and that, and I've worked this fucking fella out a long time ago, and I know he's not. And after speaking to you, you know, you only got to speak to you for 5 minutes and know what you've been through. You know, it's bullshit that people are calling him people's champ, and you know, I'm grateful you've come on, but it's like these voice clips and stuff like that. I seen it when I saw it. Do you know, with a bullet in it, when he was saying he put a bullet in your head and that, and I just flipped my shit. Do you know? And asked for me yesterday. Our string rung me yesterday. He got my number off somebody.
What did you say? Sorry.
Just a second. Yeah, so he's phoned me yesterday, and he said, "You're getting my ex on, aren't you?" And I went, "Well, I'm not getting her on anything. She wants a platform to speak on, to make people aware who's the fucking bad guy here and who's the good guy." You know, and he said, "Well, you don't know the full story." I said, "Listen, the full story's got nothing to do with me. Do you know what's bothered me is the stuff I've seen, and that's the stuff we spoke about. You can't be doing what you're doing. You can't defend it." And he said, "I'll smash your face." And I said, "You've got my number. Give me a ring and you can have a go at it. We'll see how you get on." Do you know what I mean? And then he backed down and shit himself. I've got the phone call recorded. And you know, if you start saying otherwise, and then he rung me back a couple hours later, apologising, say, "You know, I'm sorry. You know, but I'm going to get me acro and all that." And I said, "Listen, get your acro, but and there's no point ringing me." I told him last night. I said, "Ringing me, you are not going to get anything good out of ringing me. The truth, you know, get your acro or not, them voice clips are still there. Do you know what I'm saying? What's gone on has still gone on."
Yeah.
But you know, you could obviously tell he was shitting himself last night. But you know, people like this can't get away with it. You know, YouTube's a massive platform, and a lot of people watch it. And what can't be happening, right, is people coming on claiming to be something they're not, and fooling people, and then gaining people's trust when they can't be trusted.
Exactly.